Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. I do not like when other people do exactly what I'm going to do right now, but I explain. And I'm not justifying myself, I'm just telling you that I don't feel that if you had a certain experience, that should apply to everybody else. That's why I don't really like personal experiences as generalizations then. It happened to me, that means that's a general rule. I understand your personal experience, I understand, I take it into consideration, but it's you and your situation. Now, if something like this occurs to you on numerous occasions, that changes the whole thing. That means maybe your experience with that kind of situation is the way you say it, and we can maybe generalize it. What's going on here? I will say I lived part of my life in the Weasel country of Romania. So I kind of know that kind of culture, and one of the reasons why I'm not there anymore is that. And I didn't like it. I didn't like it, and I said, if you guys are Romanians, not all of you, but the dominant culture, if that's Romanian culture, then I must not be Romanian. I'm not Romanian. Or if I'm Romanian, then you're not Romanian, because we live under two different cultures. Two different things: punctuality, staying in line, things like this are not very common over there. So let's put it the other way: staying in line and being punctual, or keeping your word, or just over there is something like a rarity. My direct experience, multiple direct experience. Okay, so I kind of know how Romanians act, and not only Romanians, but many people in the area act kind of in the same way of, bribes and corruption and all that. And I gotta tell you that I have a gut feeling that Ukraine works under the same kind of rules as the Romanians. Why? Because if you look at their standard of living and their order and discipline in their society, they kind of are very low, which is, I think, from 1991, since they became independent, nobody, did anything to until now. I think they have about $4,500 per capita. Now that's very low compared with everybody else that became independent then. You can blame the Russians, but somehow the Russians, I think they have like 15,000 per capita. So anyway, it's true that just shows, a certain kind of services and production and all that. Not necessarily that's distributed to the population, but it tells you a little bit the wealth of the country and the health of the society. All countries are corrupt, more or less. The politicians especially, and so on. Now, I said on many occasions that I suspect, based on my experience that I said at the beginning of this video, that I had with Romanians, not with Ukrainians. I didn't live in Ukraine, so I don't know. I know Ukrainians who live in Romania, okay? So if I analyze by that, anyway, the situation doesn't change from what I want to say. So I said many times that these guys here are naive, or they really know that sending weapons over there and money from us, that would be a lot of corruption, and the money will just be diverted and taken by certain individuals. That's exactly what happened here in this article that I have here. And this is not something new, like, oh my God, see? This is pointed out by the New Voice of Ukraine, by the Ukrainians. I suspect for two reasons. One, they couldn't keep the lead on this anymore. Someone else would have said, you know what, we're gonna make it public. And the second one, when things like this happen, you want to be the first who say, yes, we found this corruption here and we are going to take care. We're going to fight corruption, and we're going to take care of these guys. It's going to be an example, like, Zelensky. Oh, we're going to fight corruption, we're going to fight this. When, you have to show a few victims, therefore you build your trust. I'm not saying that's the way it is. I just have a little gut feeling that's the way it is. But send them money, send them weapons, and you're going to find out later where the money went to and who's buying what, and then the weapons, who's going to use them for evil stuff in Europe. I predict that's going to happen. So let's see what's going on here. A regular commissar, which means he's got power, from Ukraine, he's having a lot of money and he's very young, and he just bought a villa in Spain. Well, let's see. The New Voice of Ukraine. Former MP claims Odessa military commissar is a crook after Spanish villa purchase. May 2nd, 2023. This guy right here. Okay. I have another article where that I read where it said that this guy actually is not fired, but is put on reserve or something. So he's not on duty anymore. Not arrested, nothing yet. But we'll find out. So Mosichuk, that's not a good beginning for me. Mosichuk said that there is evidence to prove that Borisov dishonesty on at least 5 occasions. So he has evidence to prove that this guy is dishonest, this guy right here, on 5 occasions. The first is the importation of an expensive personal car under the guise of humanitarian aid. Do you hear that? Expensive personal car. What is it? Is it a Bentley? Is it a what? Maybach? Something like that. This is the car. This is like Mercedes. Just Mercedes-Benz is below that. Must be something, I don't know. Maybe something else. Bugatti or something. Humanitarian aid. The second is that for almost a year, and I'm quoting, his family lived in a rented property for 5,000 euros a month. This is $5,485 now for a month, which does not correspond to family's income. I don't think so. Now, my friends from the rich countries, so-called, imagine what kind of property that must be over here if you rent it for $5,448 a month. And remember, this is in Ukraine, where, just so you know, in Romania, property taxes for an apartment, let's say a 5-bedroom apartment, is about $50 a year. You got that right? 50. About 50 property taxes. Okay, so just so you know what the proportion is here. How much this. So anyway, the third was the purchase by Borisov's mother of an elite house in Marbella worth 3.95 million euros, $4.33 million, which Borisov helped to facilitate its purchase. I don't know if the family has money, but according to this guy, does not correspond with family's income. So how do you make this much money so fast, Mr. Borisov? I tell you, from my taxes that Biden gives you. Thank you very much. I don't know. I don't have the information, obviously. I'm just exaggerating. The fourth, but I'm just having a gut feeling. Can I have a gut feeling? The fourth is Yevgen Borisov's vacation in Marbella during martial law from December 22, Christmas 2022, to January 18, 2023. Good Lord, almost a month during the martial law. That's not good, this vacation. How much would that cost? The fifth is the purchase of an office by Borisov's wife in January 2023 in one of the uptown office centers in Marbella. Where the fuck is this Marbella? Let me check it out. Marbella. This guy's got taste. He's in Spain. Right here. You see right there? He's in province of Malaga with the great wines of Malaga. Man, you got taste right here, right? Woo, beautiful. Beautiful. Excellent, right? Let's see if it shows us the coordinates. All right, you want me to go this way? Jesus Christ. Google, let's see Google. You're going to show us Google anything? Come on, Google. Come on. All right, thank you very much, Marbella. So right here, good, by Gibraltar, British territory. So here they are, beautiful Mediterranean Sea, sun, ladies of the night, good wines, and spectacles. Thank you very much. Now we know where that Marbella is. All right, so this is this guy. Now, do you think this is the only one? I don't think so. I don't think so at all. I'm glad that that MP had the courage to say something, and this guy did not have the strings to pull in order to arrest him, saying that he somehow cooperates with the Russians or bullshit like this, which happens again. It's good for you, if you didn't, to read the Gulag Archipelago by Alexander Solzhenitsyn. It was a Soviet writer, and he defected. He is a literature Nobel laureate. Not that it means anything, because there were others that were given Nobel's Prize for literature, and it's garbage what they wrote. Anyway, I'm not going to give you names. I gave you before, but I don't want to be accused of... anyway, probably I'm going to give you a name, though. His name is Elie Wiesel. Read his novel, I think was Night. Is that what it was? Read it, and you tell me if that, I don't know, goes to any value besides the story. Anyway, so we have this one right here that, you know, got in trouble. We'll see if other people get in trouble or not. So read that Solzhenitsyn Gulag Archipelago, where he tells you how the black vans used to stop at the apartment buildings, and some people dressed in black would walk up the stairs, get you, arrest you, and take you with them, and the family never heard of you. And this is, and that was all based on Stalin's orders that the enemy of the Soviets should have been arrested and eliminated and all that, and the gulags or a poof in the back, okay? And the population did not do anything about it. And there were a lot of personal issues solved between the people that did not like one another. Like this guy, let's say he doesn't like another person, he's going to send his guys over there, and he's going to say this guy was a... I don't know if he has that power, but things like this happen a lot in this kind of murky situations where you have a martial law instituted and you have these guys with power to do many, many things in the name of security and safety, and we're going to keep all of you safe. Sounds familiar? Yeah, the security state is... you know what I mean. Thank you very much for being with me again today. We're going to hear about this kind of things later. I guarantee you that. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.